Have you ever loved someone so much that when they left, a part of you went with them? We've all heard those sad songs and tearful confessions, but have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why does it hurt so much? Why does love lost feel like grief? Is it possible to love someone so much that their absence kills you? Well, it turns out that when it comes to love, our brains are programmed to feel it deeply. Psychology gives us some answers. So let's take a journey into the science of heartbreak. First, when you fall in love, your brain's reward system gets activated. A breakup brings an intense mix of emotions that leave you confused and heartbroken. Neuroscientist Dr. Richard J. Davidson explains that our brain reacts to change by creating loops of thoughts and feelings. Just as our brains are wired to feel heartbreak, they're also equipped to heal. Don't numb it, rush it, or shame it. You are rebuilding, and one day when the tears fade and the weight lifts, you'll look back and realize you didn't lose yourself. You found your strength. Heartbreak is grief, and grief needs space. Second, disconnect to detox. If needed, block their number, unfollow them on social media. Let yourself reset without constant reminders of what you've lost. Third, reclaim yourself. Return to the things that make you you, your passions, your friends, your purpose. Before they came along, you were whole, and you still are. And finally, learn. Don't just move on. Every heartbreak carries wisdom. What did it teach you about your needs, your patterns, your boundaries? Use that pain to grow, not to close off your heart. Over time, the brain's chemistry readjusts. New routines replace old ones. The emotional pain lessens and clarity returns. After a breakup, your brain tries to make sense of the sudden emptiness. So it keeps replaying moments from your past, searching for clues or trying to understand what went wrong. Was I not enough? Did they ever really love me? These questions echo in your mind, keeping you awake at night. And the more you ruminate, the deeper the pain becomes. It's almost as if your brain wants to squeeze every last drop of emotion out of the experience. Hormones like dopamine and oxytocin get released, creating a pleasurable, almost hypnotic state. We stay in jobs that drain us or friendships that bring us down. Why? Because even though these connections might not be healthy, they're familiar and safe. It's hard to break away from what's comfortable, even if it's hurting us. Dr. Sue Johnson, a respected relationship expert, emphasizes that our brains crave emotional connection. She says it's so important that even if a relationship makes us unhappy, we still feel compelled to maintain it. Letting go, she adds, is one of the most difficult psychological processes we can go through. He says we invest time, energy, and emotion into relationships, especially romantic ones. And over time we build routines, roles, even dreams around them. Think about it. When you meet someone, you envision a future. You imagine vacations, family gatherings, maybe even growing old together. And as you plan these moments, your current self starts transforming into the version of yourself that exists within that relationship. But when the relationship ends, you're not just mourning the loss of the other person. You're mourning the version of yourself you would have become. All those hopes, the plans, the shared laughter, the inside jokes, the memories, they're gone. And without them, a part of you seems to be missing too. Oxytocin, in particular, is fascinating. It's like a warm blanket for your brain, making you feel bonded, comfortable, and safe. Dr. Helen Fisher, who studies love at Rutgers University, calls this the in love feeling, being addicted to love. But just like any other addiction, when it ends, your brain goes into withdrawal. Suddenly, everyday tasks feel pointless. Eating doesn't taste right, and sleep offers no escape. Why? Because the chemicals that once brought you euphoria are now gone. Dopamine and oxytocin levels drop, leaving you craving for that lost feeling. But since you can't get it back, you start imagining what could have been. If only I had said that, or if we just stayed friends. These thoughts keep you stuck in a loop, unable to move on. According to Dr. Lucy Brown, a neuroscientist at the University of Texas, this is a form of escapism. Your brain tries to recapture the past to ease the pain of the present, but the harder you try, the deeper you might sink. Next, there's identity loss. Psychologist Dr. Robert Sternberg creates the triangular theory of love, which illustrates how love affects our identity. Then there's the emotional roller coaster: sadness, anger, numbness, hope, regret. Finally, there's emotional attachment. Sometimes we hold on to relationships that aren't good for us. But here's the good news. So, how do you help yourself heal? First, feel it. Breakups hurt because love mattered. But you are not broken.